So let's see.
But look, I'll just give you a thumbnail. Maybe that'll be useful, and then you can follow up with questions for me separately if you like. So if you catch a glimpse of this, it's a totally different paradigm of what's going on, what's real, from the one in which we ordinarily live and assume. Because we've separated, this is me and that's you, and so my fulfillment is no longer just being myself. It's like, I got to get something from you. Don't muck with me, girl. And the separation ceases. And this is a recognition that there never was the world in me. It's always been this one thing. This is a unity thing. There's a love for being here. Absolutely love for being here. Even with that, even with what you know, this sort of seeming the right eye, like, so I love my friend Stephen who does these beautiful, you should see how he prints ships from the Baird Island. There's this, the love starts playing in the 3D movie, but it's just playing now. There's lots of doing, but it's not trying to get anywhere, which is a point of view of Sean or Ernie. Yeah? So it's just for the hell of it. You might say, I think I'd like to learn how to play the violin. I tried that, it scares the cats. But there is that. So there's something, and so what happens is, I see this character, Ernie, and he lives in his mind body, at least that's where it used to. It's a relatively empty skeleton here, an empty box. You look inside, there's nobody there, right? So you look inside, nobody there. And so consciousness, the light, and experiencing, lives in there, of course. It's everywhere. And whatever it wants to do, I do. Right? It's not. It's just that's how it feels in the point of view where I'm a person or a character in the world.
It moves.
It moves, and yeah. So and now I'm a puppet, sort of, or.
Yeah.
But from the point of view of Ernie, I still make decisions.
Do you resist it ever? Do you find yourself in resistance to that movement?
Oh yeah.
And so,
This workshop.
and that's the pain. Is that's the
Of course.
the contraction?
And at first, you're not sure because there's still some crap left in here, right? This is still cleaning out.
Yeah. What's this?
What the hell?
Is this?
That's
Which
it.
one,
Yeah.
Deb?
And the beauty of the heart is the heart always tells you the truth. If it hurts, it's not true. You're holding something that is not true. It hurts.
Oh.
Something is not true. That's the call of the heart. That was the workshop you did 2 years ago.
I just don't know where to move. Like sometimes
You
when
couldn't
it
possibly
hurts.
decide.
Thank you.
But you can know it hurts and pay attention to the hurt. That's where to go.
And
But that's not all
and,
around
and, be
both
with,
things.
and just continue to be with the hurt. And
Be
it's
curious. Be curious. Like it's telling you something. The heart's going, I'm this loving, open being, happy as sin.
Could it be telling me to move? Or is it just telling me to move?
This consciousness that is, I'll just say this and then we can play with it all day, but it doesn't itself move. It's not moving. It's shining through the crystal ball.
It just is. It's just there.
Yeah. And so this is the display. This is
And this moves when it moves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go to the bathroom sometime today. Probably more than once. And you don't
I
have to
can't do a
be
damn
anybody.
thing about it.
Huh?
I can't do a damn thing about ultimately the movement.
There'll be motion as a me, which will hurt. And that's using your life to wake up. That'll show you, oh, there, darling, that's where you're still thinking something that isn't true. And you know from doing, you did a week-long workshop with Katie? Did you do the long?
I've done a few.
Okay, so you know she leaves you nowhere.
Yeah, nobody.
So if motion's going to happen, it'll happen from some other paradigm of, and it will be motion in the 3D movie I'm calling. It's lovely. But it'll be, this is an empty drum. That's an empty drum, and all this me shit is not moving. And you touch on it, it goes boom, 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 but there's nothing in there. And And that boom boom is like the motion on the planet. The seeming world. It's real, it's very real. But it's not made out of the things that we thought it was. It's actually made out of this intimate experiencing. Oh my God. So it will be the thing that energizes motion. And you'll notice yourself loving. You notice yourself being boundaried as a sort of person. Those things will just like, don't use me up. I love you. They'll just happen. And there's motion in that. But you can sort of feel it. This is what's wanting to happen, I call it. Putting it into passive voice. And the possible life, I did a few workshops called The Possible Life, to try to describe that motion on the ground where you're not deciding as a person about what to do next, based on my ideas of what I got from the past and my conditioning.